The problem we run into is that Phoenix itself can only hold the definition for one external script editor. So we're going to change that to use my program that this whole video is about. The program is called Select. Let's return to my desktop. The first thing we need to do is make sure Select is installed. We do that by running the installer. We press Install, and then we press Finish. Notice that the icon on the desktop for Select is a green button with the word Go in it and the word Select below that. Double-click on Go, and we have the main window for Select open in the left-hand corner. Bring it down to where we can work with it. Now, what we're going to do is add some programs to Select. The first one we want to add to Select is the LSL editor, since I just demonstrated that for us. So, go to Programs, Add, Name of Program, LSL Editor. Then path to exe. Well, we already have that still saved in our clipboard, so we just right-click on that space and select Paste. Now, we still have to get rid of the double quotes at the beginning and end. So, a backspace to get the one at the end, press Home, press Delete, and we've got that eliminated. Now, one of the things that is very important for Select to work with Second Life is use parent arguments. That is so that the name of the script will get passed to Select, and then it will get passed from Select to LSL Editor, so that LSL Editor will know what the name of the script is that it's working on. Now press OK. And see, we've got a button now for opening LSL Editor. And if we press that button, well, we get our message box and we get LSL Editor. LSL Editor is showing its own default script because it hasn't been told what script to work on. Close LSL Editor. Now, this message box is handy, but it tells you what happens what command gets called when you press the button. But if you don't want it, you go into Programs, Options, and then you go over here where it says Show Messages, and you uncheck it. You press OK, and now it will not show when you press LSL Editor. See, LSL Editor opened without that box showing up. Okay, now let's add a couple more buttons to this. For demonstration purposes, we're going to add WordPad and Notepad. Most everyone has those and is familiar with those, as they are standard Windows programs. So we go Programs, Add, Name of Program, Notepad, and we browse to Notepad. Notepad is located on the C drive. It is in go to the Windows folder, and then we go to the System32 folder, which is down here. And then if we start looking down this way, we shall find Notepad at some point here. There it is. We press Open. Now we have Notepad. Again, we have to tell it to use parent args for this demonstration, and then press OK. Now we have a Notepad button. And if we press Notepad, see Notepad opens. Okay, close Notepad. Now we want to add WordPad. So press Programs and Add. Name of program is WordPad. Browse, and it's in a different location. It's over under Program Files. So we go down here to Program Files, and under Program Files it is under Windows NT. Under Windows NT it's under Accessories, and there's the WordPad exe file. Again, we want to say use parent args. We press OK, and there is our WordPad button. Press it, and WordPad opens. Alright, closing WordPad. We go to the Programs button. We press Save to save our Select configuration. Then we press Programs and Quit to exit from Select. Now let's return to Phoenix Path Viewer, the Select program. We press Apply and press OK. Now watch what happens when we try to open up the script with the external editor. Let's see, right click on the object, press Edit. Right click on the name of the script and press Open. Now we go down here and say Open in Xed. Now we have got the window for Select open. And Select has in its title, it says Edit LSL File. So we can use any of these buttons to open up the respective editor to look at the LSL file. So let's press LSL Editor. There, LSL Editor has opened. Let's take care of our misspellings. Let's see, we don't want that I in there. And it looks like an external editor is now, and we're going to put in here using Select, and that looks spelled right. And notice up here on the tab, I should have pointed this out earlier, this long thing here which ends in a .lsl is the name being used for the script that we're editing. That is the name that was passed from the Phoenix editor to Select and then on to the LSL editor when we chose to open an external editor. Okay, File, Save, File, Exit. Then, just for grins, if you press Notepad, you can see the script in Notepad, but it doesn't have any line feeds in it. That's one of the little issues I've got with Notepad, and which is why I use WordPad sometime. So, exiting from Notepad and then going to WordPad. WordPad, we get to see it all nicely laid out. One of the things that's nice about WordPad is that you can print a hard copy from WordPad, something that you can't do from LSL Editor. Oh, LSL Editor has a button for printing, but I've never found it to ever work. Now let's close out of Select, and we're going to close out of the Phoenix editor and close out of the object, and we press our device, and it says edited in external editor using Select Touched. So there you have an idea of how our little program works. Of course, you can set up as many different buttons inside of Select as you want to for whatever programs you have that you want to use with scripts. With this, I've only given you the tip of the iceberg on the possibilities of what you can do with. There are many others, and there are more videos to follow. Thank you, and goodbye.